Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, school board members, district personnel, and dedicated staff. It is with great honor that I welcome you to the Wilson High School and Santa Clara Adult Education High School graduation. Before this evening is over, you will realize that this is no ordinary graduation ceremony. Many of the graduates sitting here before you have defied most odds, some by overcoming personal, academic, and health barriers. These students are here tonight due to an overwhelming amount of courage, dedication, and perseverance. Our ceremony here tonight is a respectful event honoring these men and women. So I kindly ask you to turn off your cell phones, please remain in your seats, and listen attentively as the ceremony unfolds. To our graduates, we are so very proud of you. Please remember that the diploma that you are receiving tonight is not a gift. You have earned it. Congratulations. And may this evening be a night that you remember for the rest of your lives. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Gabe Matthews and Luisa Robles, our graduate ambassadors.
Welcome, friends and graduates. We made it. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Over here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You're now seated. Okay. Stop that game. Yes.
Alrighty, we're ready to move on. I'm Mrs. Kelly, the acting principal of Wilson High School. This is Mrs. Pam Galano, the principal of Wilson High School. And this is Mrs. Kathy Martrano, director of Wilson High School in Santa Clara Adult Ed. I'd like to introduce some very important people who are here tonight to watch you graduate, and it's quite an honor to have our school board members and our district administration here. First, we would like to have Mr. Andrew Rotterman stand, who is board president. Jody Muirhead, board member. Michelle Ryan, board member. Albert Gonzalez, board member. With our district administration, our superintendent is here, Dr. Stan Rose. Mr. Mark Algeyer, Assistant Superintendent. Kevin Keegan, Assistant Superintendent. Also like to introduce Shanta Dominguez, who is here from the district PTA. Thank you. I'd also like to take a moment to have you acknowledge our staff, our teachers and our clerical staff and everyone who works to make sure that you graduates made it here tonight. Could you please stand, staff, please? Please. Okay, before we move on, a little bit on a joyous note, but on a sad note, we are saying farewell tonight to Director Kathy Martirano, who is retiring. If you look at the back of your program, turn it to the back, you will see that we have a dedication to Kathy, who has put in so many years and seen so many graduates walk out these doors. I'd like to read it to you. This year, we bid farewell to our amazing director, Kathy Martirano, as she retires. Kathy has worked at Educational Options for 36 years, starting as a young teacher and serving now as a respected director. Kathy has touched the lives of many students, from infants to seniors, and has truly made a difference. She has created schools and programs to support the district mission statement of preparing students of all ages and abilities to succeed in an ever-changing world. Kathy has been a courageous and inspiring leader. She has, without a doubt, made this world a better place, and she will be truly missed. We wish Kathy the best in her retirement.
Thank you very much. I have to gather my thoughts now because it's a difficult time for me to leave this organization. And I want to publicly thank our school board and our superintendent and our other superintendents for the support that they give for these programs. If it wasn't for their support, a lot of these students would not be sitting here tonight. So thank you very much for all you do. I'd now like to introduce our speaker tonight, Michelle Smith. She is a graduate in the Adult High School Diploma Program.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I stand in front of you not only to tell you my story, but to tell you about my accomplishment. I was a Wilcox student and then transferred to Wilson. I was pregnant with my son Christian, and I was not able to complete my diploma at that time because I had to work and raise my child. I came back 4 times, and it was still a struggle for me. I had another child, my daughter Saline, and a lot of responsibilities. This past November, I wanted to change my life by completing my high school diploma. This time, I had to make it right. I entered the adult diploma program, and I studied until 4 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m., for my tests and my homework. I even got a tutor. I was driven to complete my courses because I know that the job that I wanted to apply for requires a GED or high school diploma. This time, with the help of my teacher, Vicki Shelton, I was able to complete all of my classes for the high school diploma. Because of this, I am in the process of getting the job of my dreams. Thank you. Thank you. Wilson High School and the Adult Diploma Program has helped all of us continue our education and gain accomplishments to strive for our future. I want to say thank you to all of the teachers, the counselors, for helping us get through this important day. I want to especially thank my husband, Jose Suarez, for supporting me, encouraging me, and watching the kids after a long night at work. If it wasn't for my husband, I would not be where I am today. To the graduation class of 2017, never give up. Trying, never give up hope. Never say never. Just put your mind to it. Congratulations, and now let's reach for the stars. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening. I will be reading the principal's confirmation. Dr. Rose and members of the school board, I certify that the students before you receiving diplomas tonight have passed all the requirements of the state of California and Santa Clara Unified School District. Therefore, I present to you the Santa Clara Adult Education Wilson High School graduating class of 2017. And now the moment we've been waiting for.
We are going to be announcing not only the names of the students, but they have each written a vignette, which is something that they would like to say to all of you. So if you could hold your applause until the very end. I know that's challenging to do, but we don't want to miss anybody's famous last words.
Gabriel Matthews. The greatest adventure is what lies ahead. The changes are yours to make. The mold of your life is in your hands to break. Gabe is also a recipient of the Employer School Council Scholarship and a Santa Clara Schools Foundation Citizenship Award. Luisa Robles. I would like to thank everyone who helped me get to where I am now. My friends who helped me when I needed a break, the team of advisors here at Wilson who never gave up on me, and my family who supported me 100%, especially my grandma. Thank you. Luisa is also a recipient of an Academic Excellence in Science and an Employer School Council Scholarship. Michelle Smith. One does not choose life's occurrences, but we choose to give up in the pursuit of happiness. Oh, we choose to never give up in the pursuit of happiness. Sorry. Michelle is also the recipient of a Certificate of Recognition for working hard to reach her goal. David Robles. To the staff of Wilson High School, to my family and my main supporters, I would like to say thank you all. I made it. David is also a recipient of a Certificate of Recognition for his never give up attitude, and a United Teachers Scholarship. Fernanda Cayetano. Ms. Cintas is the best teacher and has done a lot for me. Thank you. Selena Burr. I came back to finish school when I had my son because I wanted to set a good example. She's a recipient of an Employer School Council Scholarship. Jasmine Kay. 16 and pregnant, what about 18 and graduated? 22 and successful. Jonathan Rivera. The journey doesn't start at the beginning, it begins at the end. He is a recipient of Certificate of Recognition for Outstanding Effort and Perseverance and the R.L. Knowles Award. Ryan Reed. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I came here to take advantage of that and pursue my life goals with with finally acquiring a high school diploma. Candace Aguilar. Do well, you won't regret it. Nick Repetto. In all things, success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is such to be failure. Confucius. Jasmine Rubalcaba. I want to thank my fresh boys and sister for always pushing me to do better, and just like Mac Dre said, whatever I do, I'ma stay a tight believer. Christina Singleton. She believed she could, so she did. Julia Allard. I never thought I would be able to do it, but here I am. She is a recipient of an Employer School Council Scholarship. Vincent Maciel. Next year, I will be attending Mission College. I'm very excited to finish high school and start my next chapter. Aaliyah Dominguez. Thank you to my parents for supporting me as I work towards this goal. She is a recipient of Academic Excellence in English. Giselle Espiritu. I would like to thank my family and my teacher for helping me finish one of my goals in life. Jaime Lopez. Your future is yours. Take charge of it. He is the recipient of a Certificate of Recognition for Outstanding Effort and Perseverance. Anita Dubinko. Graduation marks the death of childhood, but at least I had a pretty great teacher. Props to Mr. Stanfield. Brian Sanchez. Normally, people fear change, but like author J.K. Rowling once said, it is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well have not lived. Sophia Buntaran. Thanks to Julie Hall and Becky Piscatelli for all your help. I couldn't have done it without you. She is a recipient of Academic Excellence in Fine Arts. David Kadka. Thanks to Mr. Pacheco and my parents. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Nahom Yosef. Don't worry about the small stuff. Brandon Cardaway. I want to thank my lovely mother. I feel like I really accomplished something very important in my life. I also want to thank the people who helped me stay on the right path. It's been a long, successful year, looking toward big adventure. Christy Adkins. Never give up on yourself, even if you felt that life and people have given up on you. Cassandra Tovar. I made it. Time for new adventures. She is a recipient of a certificate of recognition for working full-time while completing high school. Alyssa Flores. I would like to thank everyone for supporting me on this journey. I would also like to thank my mom for always believing in me. She's a recipient of Academic Excellence in Civics and Economics. Nabila Kura. Have I dreamt that I am a mermaid, or am I a mermaid dreaming I am me?
Raven D. Life is too short to give up. Raven is the recipient of the Certificate of Recognition for Outstanding Effort and Perseverance and the Mission City College Fund Scholarship. Desiree Lopez Garcia. I would like to thank my mom and dad for always pushing me and never giving up on me. Desiree is the recipient of the Academic Excellence in Fine Arts. Alani Aguilar. Just try your best and the rest will come. Michael Juarez. I'd like to give thanks to all the Wilson staff and my family for all the support. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Oops. Ruben Campos. I lived, I laughed, I conquered. Thank you, Mrs. Grimes, and thank you, Mom. I told you I'd do it. Bengali, no. Don't be afraid of growing slowly. Only be afraid of standing still. Jimo Hu. It doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop. Mitchell Records. If you're not first, you're last. Michael Garcia. Shake and bake. Citlali Garcia Gutierrez. Finally done and on my way to Paul Mitchell. Citlali is the recipient of the Certificate of Recognition for Outstanding Effort and Perseverance. Anela Aganbegovic. Thank you to my parents for never giving up on me and always pushing me to be my very best. Anela is the recipient of the Academic Excellence in English Poetry, the Access Scholarship, the Santa Clara Schools Foundation Citizenship Award, and the Mission City Fund Scholarship. Laura Delgado. I am so happy to finish high school. Now I am ready to endure the adventure that begins. Laura is a recipient of the Special Achievement for Culinary Final Project. Scarlett Gonzalez. I want to thank Mrs. Hall and Mr. Pacheco for helping me achieve my goal of attaining my high school diploma. Carl Yiliara. If you can't go through, stop and think. Go around it. At the end, it's the same result. Juliet Espinoza. I would like to thank Tim Pacheco and Julie Hall for never giving up on me. Katrina Macias. I want to take the time to say thank you to my family, friends, and teacher. I couldn't do this without you guys. Love you. Brianna Romero. Thanks to the supportive staff here at Wilson, along with my family and a couple of close friends, I am graduating and will be furthering my education. Brianna is the recipient of the Academic Excellence in English, Academic Excellence in Economics, the West San Jose Kiwanis Scholarship, the Rotary Club Scholarship, the Kiwanis Turnaround Scholarship, the Santa Clara Schools Foundation Scholarship, and the Santa Clara Unified PTA Scholarship. Andrea Laredo. The future is unknown, but my goals aren't. Success, here I come. Kimberly Paleo. Better late than never. Rhiannon Plantinga. I want to thank everyone who supported and believed in me. Adrienne Alatriste. Shout out to the sidewalks for keeping me off the streets. Come right up. Yvette Avila. Stop contemplating how far you still have to go. Start celebrating how far you've come. Yvette is the recipient of the Employer School Council Scholarship and the Kiwanis Turnaround Scholarship. Brandon Ramos. I appreciate you for not giving up on my lazy demeanor. Friends, family, and most importantly, June and Mr. Stanfield, thank you. Jeffrey Johnson. To all my friends and family, thank you so much for all your support. Mario Cordero Jr. Thank you to my wife and family. Mario is the recipient of the Academic Excellence in Art and the Certificate of Recognition for Steadfastness and Dedication. Juan Hernandez. I thank my family and everyone who supported me so I can be here today. Congrats to the class of 2017. Let's continue to move forward. Desiree Jimenez. It's only the beginning. Thank you for coming. Mike Heisai. Achieve your goals, reach for the stars. Mike is a recipient of the Certificate of Recognition for hard work and dedication. Peter Mendiola. I would love to thank my teachers and everyone who supported me throughout my time here. I would like to personally thank Pat, June, Julie, Lisa, and all staff. I love you, Mom, and all my family. Thank you all. Peter is a recipient of the Certificate of Recognition for incredible determination. Lisbeth Palafox. Matthew Jr., you didn't take away my future. You gave me a new one. I did it, and I will keep striving for better.
Wendy Garcia. It is never too late to follow your dreams. Jose Moreno. Thanks to everyone who helped me graduate. Ethan Collins. Thanks, Mom, for pushing me to be the best I can be, and most importantly, to be myself, the greatest form of freedom. With love, Duke. Cecilia Del Real. It's been a long time coming. I'm just grateful for all the support along the way. Thanks to my family and teacher, June, for their understanding and patience. Tonight, Cecilia is the recipient of a certificate of recognition for diligence. Enadina Del Real. A big thank you to all my family, especially to my dad and to my baby. I finally did it. Thanks also to my awesome teachers who helped me get here today. And Adina is receiving the certificate of recognition for working hard to earn her diploma. Stephanie Ramirez. I came back to school to complete a promise, but mostly to show my children that graduating from high school is very important, and Stephanie is receiving a certificate of recognition for hard work and determination. Brenda Bentoncourt. Hard work, dedication, positive attitude, and laziness. These things I struggled with over the years to receive this diploma, yet here I am receiving my diploma. And tonight Brenda is receiving the certificate of recognition for working hard to reach her goal. Destiny Valencia. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Lok Nguyen. I would like to thank the whole staff at Wilson, from the nice secretaries, Ms. Diane and Ms. Natalie, my teachers, Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Piscatelli, and lastly, thank you, Mrs. Hall. Everyone here is wonderful for never giving up on a knucklehead like me and helping me get here to where I am now. Sigafredo Landa. I would like to thank my teacher, Miss June, for helping me reach my goal and now join the union. Sigafredo will be receiving a certificate of recognition for outstanding work. Sergio Ruiz. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Thank you to the one who encouraged me to want to try. Alejandra Reyes Garcia. Thank you to my teacher and family for supporting me through the journey. Alejandra is receiving a certificate of recognition for hard work and determination. Tyler Guzman. I could not have done this without God or my mom. Tyler tonight is receiving a certificate of recognition for determination. Stephanie Ruiz Cortez. I turned my can't into cans and made my dreams into plans. Stephanie tonight is receiving a certificate of recognition for hard work and determination. Malika Thomas. I just want to thank my family and friends for always pushing me when I needed it the most. I wouldn't have been able to pursue this without all your help. Thank you. Helen Ruiz. Nothing is impossible in this life with dedication. I finally made it. Thanks to my family for their help and support in making my dreams come true. Thank you. Elizabeth Lopez. For all the times that I forgot to say thank you and all the words unspoken at times, I hope you see that nothing has been forgotten. This is for you, Mom, and to the princess of my kingdom, Aubrey. I love you guys. Freddie Toledos. It might take a year, it might take a day, but what's meant to be will always find its way. Prabir Singh. These 4 years of high school went really fast. It was so much fun with my friends. I always had a dream to graduate from high school, and today is that day. I want to say thanks to every single person who was there for me when I needed help with my schoolwork. Tonight he is receiving a certificate of recognition for achieving his educational goal. John Pierce. O God, thy sea is so great, and my boat is so small. John F. Kennedy. Father, Mother, Ralph, and Santa Clara Adult Education, thank you all. And tonight, John is receiving a certificate of recognition for hard work and dedication. Charles Martinez. I just want to thank my family and of course Donica for telling me not to give up. I also want to thank my teacher June who never gave up on me. It's never too late. And Charles is receiving a certificate of recognition for determination. Awesome. And last but not least, right? Any more? Jaime Martinez. I never thought I would have made it to this point. I'm finally done with school. Next stop will be college, and Jaime is receiving a certificate of recognition for hard work and dedication. Elijah Rodriguez. Thank you. And Elijah is receiving a certificate of recognition for hard work and diligence. Avery Williams. I never expected to graduate, and it's been long overdue. Now I can finally move on to another level and experience new things. I've realized that life doesn't matter how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Tonight, Avery is receiving a certificate for hard work and diligence. Taylor Castro. Better late than never. I made it. Elizabeth Maya. When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us. Let's give everybody a big hand now. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, can we have graduate David Robles? Please come on up. It has been a long tradition at high school graduations called the tassel turn, which signifies the absolute graduation of these grads before you. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, please be seated. We now have a special presentation. If everyone can remain seated and wait quietly, it takes about 1 minute to set up. And please stay until our special presentation is done. Afterwards, take your time, head straight across to the quad, which is right by where the graduates started tonight. And we have punch and cookies so you can mingle and enjoy. So please just hold tight, it'll take just a minute.
Take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Is a wheel in constant motion.
I hope you dance.
So long.
I hope
Tell
you
me
dance.
who wants to look back on their youth
Never one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance,